So now I'm back in Sublime Text and I've dragged the beginner HTML folder over into Sublime Text and clicked on index.html to open up our file. And we're here, and this is what our file looks like so far, with our comments in it as well as all the content that we've just created. And just to give an idea of what that looks like on our website, from our formatting section and our first paragraph section, opening this up and taking a look at our website. This is our first paragraph. This is my first website. It's our paragraph section here, and this is the formatting section that we've done so far. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and create some lists, two lists, in order to add that to our website to show us how to do it. Now go to the end of the formatting section, and I'll go over here and we'll go ahead and type in an H2 tag. And I'll type, now I am going to create 2 lists. And what we do, and when you create lists or almost any type of element within HTML, you can nest elements inside other elements. And what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and I'll put a paragraph element right here, and I'll put, this is a list of my favorite colors. Now, if I wanted to, I could, start my ordered list right here, or I could nest it within. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and give some space here, and I'm going to nest our list inside this paragraph element, just to show you how that you can do that. And I'll go ahead and put an ordered list. That's the tag for that. And in the ordered list, I'll create a space because we need to have list items within that. And for list items, that's how you do list items. And I'm going to do green. And then the next list item we'll do, how about red? And then the next one we'll do, how about purple? So this is a list of my favorite colors. And as you can see, here's the ordered list. I'll go ahead and just clean that up a little bit. And so you can see that it's nested inside a paragraph element. And what I'll do is I'll give a couple BRs here. You don't necessarily have to do this. Typically, I'm just doing it so it'll show up for us as we are doing our work, but as we take a look at it. But you can control spacing with CSS. But let's just take a look. This is what our first ordered list looks like. And we go up here, if we save it, we hit File, Save, and we come back out, take a look at our website. Let's make this bigger. And if we hit refresh, let's see what happens. Voila, there you have, now I'm going to create 2 lists. Our ordered list is right there, and it defaults to 1, 2, 3, your numbered list when you have an ordered list. You'll be able to change the way the order is, or different ways you can display that order with CSS, and a number of the things you can do. But I'll go ahead and say this is how you do it for the first time, if you will. So now that we have an ordered list set up, let's go ahead and create an unordered list. Do the same type of thing. So I'll go here underneath my BR here, put a new paragraph element here, and I'll say this is a list of items I need from the grocery store. How about that? And I'm gonna go and do the same thing and nest our unordered list inside of a paragraph element. And this time you just do UL. That's the tag or the element or the way you write an unordered list. And the same thing, the same idea. We'll go ahead and do list items. So let's say I need some jelly. I'll go ahead and do a list item. Peanut butter. And let's say I need some bread. Another list item here. So this is our unordered list, and I'll go ahead and give that some correct space so we can just see how that is. And that's nested inside of our paragraph element. If we go ahead and save this, we'll get an idea of what that looks like and see what that populates like over here. Make that bigger, look at the end, and we'll see, voila, there we have, this is a list of items I need from the grocery store, and jelly, peanut butter, and bread is right there. And you'll notice also that bullet points is what the browser used to render this, and that's the default that many browsers will use, is bullet points for an unordered list. You can change that and style it any number of different ways. And as I mentioned, a lot of times, sometimes navigation bars, which is what you'll see on websites, a lot of times navigation bars are really just unordered lists that have been styled to look like navigation bars. So we'll talk more about that when we get to CSS and talk more about that in a minute. But I wanted to show you how to create your first 2 lists. And what we'll do is, just to make sure that we are consistent with what we've been doing, I'll go ahead and add in a horizontal rule at the end of this, just so we have that. It'll put our horizontal rule there. And I'll go ahead and add in our comment, just so it helps us follow where we are. And I'll do end of list section. And we'll go from there. And then that will just show up. If we just take a look real quick, we'll see that we have a horizontal rule back in our website. Go ahead and try it on your own and see how you're creating your own list. But now you have, several things you've added to your website, and your website is really beginning to build up. And we'll show you more in just a minute.